Hi, dear Taurus. Welcome back. This is A from High Fives 550, and this is your January 2024 Sun, Moon, Rising Sign, and Venus love reading for the sign of Taurus. Please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If it doesn't resonate, that's okay. Perhaps next month's message is the one for you. But I've always believed in synchronicity, so there must be something in here that you need to hear today. Welcome back, and thank you for being here. You could continue receiving guidance from the universe by clicking the link in the description box below. You will be redirected to the blog and you would see another oracle card as it relates to your reading, a continuation of this one. And then you could also scroll down at the end of the page so you can make your own three card spread. And then you could shuffle it. It's unlimited shuffle and it's free, of course, but make sure that you set an intention or you ask the card some question before you shuffle, so you will get the answer that you need to hear, not what you want to hear right now. Okay. Family issues, issues with the lover, challenges or discord, miscommunication, which is leading to feelings of discontent, if not unhappiness. You have a certain expectation, dear Taurus, which seems to be um, fully expressed. You have fully expressed in the past what you want to happen or what your partner needs to do, but it just they just can fulfill it. It's not, some emotional satisfaction is not being realized right now, and you are utterly disappointed, and you run the risk of lashing out on your person or perhaps nagging. The energy of the Queen of Swords here in reverse. You are very truthful, brutally honest, blunt about what you want to happen. You hate the fact that your expectations are not being met, and if not, maybe perhaps you are not feeling happy right now. You have fully expressed what you want to happen or what your partner needs to do, but they can't seem to fulfill it. And you have given them enough time, and as a result, you hate it to a point that you are already nagging them, you're being harsh to them, and you feel that you were clear enough about your instruction about your instructions, but they just can't follow it, or lack of follow through. It could also mean that you are being closed off right now. Yeah, I have a lot of advice to say, but let's continue getting more cards here. Arguments, conflict, um, picking up a fight could be. You are being successful at sending your message through. However, it may come off as a threat, and they would follow your partner, seem to follow you because they feel threatened, they fear you, and obviously they can't afford to lose you. Oh, what happened there? Everything with any kind of communication you do with your partner seems to stem from the fact that you are not happy with them not being able to do things, as you say, do things the way you wanted to. You have a certain way of doing things, and your partner, could be your husband or wife, seem to not be able to achieve the same way that you do. You have a certain expectation about how they should do things, and even though you have already explained to them, walk them through, they're having a hard time to make things happen for you. And so you are at your wits' end, and There could be constant arguments about this situation. You could be in a same-sex relationship, um, woman to woman, and the other person here seems to be on a brutally honest mode, while your person seems to be focused on their work, focused on achieving their goals. Perhaps your person is focused on their career, but you had a deal or understanding that come January, you would focus on relocation, you would focus on home renovation, you would focus on home life. But this is something that they just cannot commit to right now because they have different priorities. But especially if you are married, perhaps you are telling them that, or you are constantly reminding them that I'm your partner now, I'm your life partner now. All your decisions, all your plans must be in alignment, or it's a mutual decision. We are already two in this home and we should make decisions as a couple, not you still living like a single person and being independent. And I see both sides with those arguments, but both of you, of course, cannot agree to disagree or come to you can't you're not able to negotiate on um, a common ground. You can't reach a common ground, and one of you in this connection seem to, for the lack of a better term, manipulate the situation just so everything could happen as planned. You are growing impatient, and as I've mentioned, you are at your wits end. You are at wits end, and it's hard to deal with them because they are totally on a separate page. But you know that you are right because this has been talked to or this has been discussed in the past. But your person's mind may have changed because of some goals that did not happen in the late 2023, and they want to complete it, so they start January 2024. Perhaps your page, this person is not giving a budge, your person doesn't care about your feelings, doesn't care about your thoughts, and it brings resentment or emotional dissatisfaction, that I'm seeing right here. You have a certain expectation of how things should flow, and you know that it has been mutually decided upon in the recent past, but you don't know why your partner seem to have changed their mind. They have their reasons, and you understand their argument. It's just that it doesn't work with you in the picture. It only works with them. So somebody here is very controlling. Somebody here is acting controlling. Perhaps it's you, and you hate the fact that you are turning out to be this controlling, or perhaps your person is telling you you're becoming to be controlling and manipulative when in fact you have mutually agreed to do this in the past. This is what we should do. This is what we have agreed upon to do. And here you are making your own plans for your own pursuit of whatever. I'm not, perhaps you're telling your person, I'm not against your success, but your priorities, her priorities seems to be her own and not also your own. Your priority is your mutual priority, and that's, it seems like that's where you're coming from. And excuse me, you hate the fact that they can't see it that way, and it's hard to just negotiate it's hard to convince them. Uh, However, this energy of authoritative, or it's more of a dictator type of energy, not really authoritative, because you acknowledge the fact that you have equal power relations in this relationship. Somebody here, and it could be you, is acting like a dictator. We have agreed upon this, we should do this, and this overshadows, or this is hindering reconciliation and reaching a solution or a resolution. Um, this whoever this person is, the energy of a dictator, seems to be avoiding confrontation. And there's some stubbornness from their energy. It has to be done my way or the highway. And this resentment or this dissatisfaction is strongly influencing you to choose your battle wisely. I mean, you run the risk of lashing out, communicating harshly. I mean, you want to forgive them, but at the same time, you are also in a dilemma. Why am I always the one forgiving? Why am I always the one giving? And you hate the fact that you're always the quote unquote more mature one in this connection. But at the same time, with the Knight of Wands right here, I strongly feel that you are very determined to make, to fix, or to come from a mature space and handle the situation without hurting others. You are very conscious about that, or at least your partner is. The Knight of Wands here, the energy of this is taking inspired action, moving fast, sending a message of, um, let's say, okay, let's settle this now. Let's fix whatever that needs to be fixing, not the person, but the situation, whatever needs to be arranged or organized in terms of timeline, in terms of priorities. One of you is very much handling the energy of this, or balancing the energy of this emperor, or the authoritative dictator type. It's just reigning supreme, the energy of this Knight of Wands here, which brings that energy, that enthusiasm, and that desire for taking action without the need for deceit, without the need, or maybe this could also be you, push and pull between the energy of, okay, let's do this specific way, let's do this my way or the highway. At the same time, there's also a grounding force, I don't know, an invisible force that is guiding you to take inspired actions, to be proactive and very determined to overcome this challenge. As I've mentioned, coming from a mature space, there's a commitment. Um, to gain clarity, to be honest, to be open. One of you may be encouraging the other to have an open communication about this, because maybe yesterday you hate the fact that what your partner has promised did not happen, and then right now you just woke up with an epiphany, thinking that, okay, let's handle this maturely. We're two grown ups, we're adults here, and let's not be impulsive. So you encourage your partner to um, be open with you, what's on their mind, how they want to make it work. However, what I am picking up on is that your partner seems to be closed off. I mean, they don't want the discussion on determining what priority is. Your partner just wants to take action. They just want to move without any need for a lot of talk. They don't want to talk about it. They just want to move. And perhaps they are also telling you that just be patient because this will just take. I just need this January. Just don't talk to me about any other kind of discussion, and I'll just focus on my thing. Leave me alone. Perhaps they are telling that. Leave me alone, and we'll settle it come February. So no worries. Okay. So whatever change that you are suggesting to your partner, it seems like they are not open about it. But what I'm picking up on is it's not that they are open, they're just so hyper focused with what they want. They're just so passionate about their craft that they don't want any kind of distraction. And perhaps you find it very offensive that they consider your reach out or they consider you as a distraction. It's not against you. It's not you don't have it's not your problem dear Taurus. You're perhaps you are um uh, you find it so offensive that they are dismissing, bordering dismissing what you are putting out in the open, what you are opening as a discussion, and this is what's causing the arguments lately. Okay, a message from the universe. Denial. You could be in denial about some aspects of your relationship, in denial about the problems, in denial about some issues, and you are hoping that they go away. So this message here, coming from a mature space, being proactive, taking inspired action, coming from a mature space and encouraging your partner to be open, to have an honest conversation, to have an heartfelt conversation. That could be something that you are in denial about. You know that that is what you have to do, but that is what you refuse. That is what you um, refuse to do. That is you don't want to take action on that. So if that's something that like you just want to do that 10% of your energy, maybe the universe is encouraging you to reconsider and take that path. Maybe you run the risk also of sweeping it under the rug. um, However, this also sends a message to listen what look around you. You may be hyper focused on this issue to a point that you are neglecting what you need to do for yourself. You're very invested in this relationship. I'm not saying that you don't have to be invested in your relationships. What I'm saying is that um, your life is anchored on making this relationship work, when an option could be you redirect your enthusiasm and your energy to yourself so that your cup will overflow. Once it overflows, you would have time for your partner. You would have time for the mutual goals that was established in this relationship. Maybe your friends are hitting you up or chatting with you. Hey, do you want to catch some? Do you want to go to the gym with me? Do you want to have some coffee, a breakfast date, and you immediately say no simply because you are thinking, okay, we have this plan with my partner to fix the house. And you are obsessed with that fact, even if your partner has already some plans for themselves, like for their projects. So that could be something that you might want to redirect your focus on. It's either look around you, stop and smell the roses, listen to those small details in your life, like a simple chat from a friend, a hi from your mom. uh, s- Respond back to them because you may be living your life revolved around your partner. So in what ways can you shift focus to yourself? In what ways can you reflect on what you are in denial about this relationship? So some things, it's either this sends a message of listening to your environment and not only completely directing your 100% energy to your relationships, because maybe the universe is telling you there are other things in life that could bring you this emotional satisfaction and contentment. So change is, somebody may be reluctant to change, and somebody, it's a period of you're challenged by the universe about a period of transformation in this relationship, perhaps a change in dynamic. Perhaps for the longest time you have been investing all of your time in this relationship. In what ways can you refocus on yourself? Perhaps that's one of the messages that the universe wants to tell you, because there is a very dictator energy here, and very wants to be on top of things, wants to be in control. What ways can you let go of that control? So I guess I would have to leave it at that. Thank you for being here, dear Taurus, and I hope to see you next time. My name is A. Continuation is in the link in the description box below. So thank you and bye.